Welcome back to our holiday edition of Morning Mix. I really need to work on these legs.
I wish you could hear Cliff right now.
Now, time for another edition of Cliff Do My Job, just in time for the fall. We head to a place where kids of all ages can have some fun, Steed's Dairy Farm. Hi guys, it's Cliff Bennett here for another edition of Cliff Do My Job, and we are here today at Steed's Dairy at 4634 Wrightsboro Road, and here with owner Jim Steed. Jim, good to see you.
How you doing, buddy?
Thanks for having me over here.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Before we get to my job and what I'm going to be doing, let's talk a little bit about Steed's Dairy. How did this all come about?
Well, I was milking cows. I have a dairy farm out here, and we decided to do something a little bit different and invite people out to experience farm life. So we kind of built it, and it kept building and getting bigger.
The rest, as they say, is history. And of course, you have the big corn maze, always a different design out there. Kids come by, they have the field trips set up and everything.
Yeah, we had field trips during the week, and we're open to the public on the weekend.
And where can people go online to get more info?
SteedsDairy.com. You can find out everything you need to know, and we do parties out here too.
It's time to find out what I need to know. What's my job? So what am I doing today?
You're gonna do a bit of everything: mucking out a stall, milking a cow, cutting corn stalks. So I've got some things lined up for you.
Do I even get paid?
Yeah, you can have a T-shirt.
Better than nothing. All right, we are here in the barn area now at Steed's Dairy. Jim, you got a lot of animals here. Tell us about the animals that are on display and what I'm going to be doing here.
Well, basically what we do is we have only farm animals in here. I don't get any exotic animals. And so we want them to see different things of what's on the farm, usually. And we tell them a little bit about it. We've got little cards up there at every station, tell them a lot of information about each animal and what they're used for. But today you're going to be cleaning out a stall.
Oh, joy. Is this is the cow that I'm going to milk too, right?
Yes, this is the cow you're going to milk.
Okay. Well, I'd like to meet her before we get intimate, so let's go check it out. So not only do you have every stuff here, you've got the rides for the kids. Let's talk about the kids tours that you guys do. You also do field trips, right?
Yeah, we do field trips every day of the week except Mondays, unless we have a makeup day from rain, which it hasn't rained in a long time. So we're basically working just 4 days a week with kids, and we have about 300 kids a day come out and get to experience everything we've got here. We have little classes like butter making, the cow milking thing. We have stages that we do. And they go from stage to stage all day long. Of course, they get their playtime though, so that's important.
They don't get to do this though.
No, they don't get to do this. We don't let them in the pens.
No child labor. All right, here we are. This is the thing that everybody's been wanting me to do except me. It's time to milk a cow. Jim, who have we got here?
This is Miss Molly, and Miss Molly's fixing to have her baby. So she's pretty close, probably today or tomorrow she's probably gonna have her baby, but we still do cow milking demonstrations.
Okay.
And so we're going to show you how to do a cow milking demonstration.
I gotta be honest, I have never milked a cow. No big surprise. So you gotta show me how to do it.
All right, well, my granddaddy showed me, and I tell everybody that comes up, you know, how he taught me how to do it. He said, pretend this is the udder. He said, pretend that my fist is the udder.
Okay.
He said, take your other hand, you hold it up, and you squeeze at the top, and then you just roll your fingers to squeeze the milk out.
Okay.
So just
squeeze hard and
just roll your fingers. And
so
that brings the milk out.
So a lot of people think it's like you're pulling down.
You don't pull.
Don't yank.
Yeah, don't yank. She wouldn't like
Squeeze.
that.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah. We don't want to make Mama mad.
All right, you gonna give it a try?
Here goes nothing. Okay.
All right, baby. There we go.
There we go. That's how you do that.
You did pretty good.
I am amazed myself. Jim, thank you very much. And Molly, oh, you're a sweetheart, baby. All right, not only do you have the rides, you have the farm, the animals, the corn maze, you've got the pumpkin patch here as well, Jim, and we got some big pumpkins here.
Yeah, we get these pumpkins. We got a friend of ours that lives in Michigan that grows pumpkins. And he brings them down to Atlanta and I go and pick them up. So every week I get a new load of pumpkins, and they're fresher that way because they come straight out of the field and he sends them down. Usually with other pumpkins, if you get them from a retail store, they've gone through a brokerage and gone, so it takes them about 2 weeks before they get in the store. We get these the week they get cut.
Wow, and you said you just got a batch here, and this is a bin?
Yeah, this is called a bin, and basically you can get different sizes, and it's limited to how many you can put in a bin on the size. But basically we get them and we unload them. We have to restock every week.
So how many was your last order?
My last order, we got 16 bins.
And how many in a bin?
Usually of the big ones, about 24 to 30.
It's a lot of pumpkins. And I mean, huge pumpkins too. Look at the size of that stalk here. So the job here is to do what?
We basically have to start putting pumpkins in the barn, refilling the barn, because everybody wiped us out last weekend, so we've got to do it again.
Sounds simple enough? Let's see how it actually is. So, how many of these do you sell a week?
Like I said, we've got 2 loads last week. I usually sell about 17 to 18 bins a week. Gosh, during October.
During October. Okay, once October's done, after Halloween, what do you end up doing with the pumpkins that are left?
We like to keep them out here so people can still experience it, but pumpkins aren't going to last forever.
Right.
So we basically have different farms in the area that we'll give to, or deer hunters love them for their deer, to put out for deer.
Okay.
So we basically just give them to them and let them have them.
Give them back to nature.
Yeah.
These are heavy pumpkins. All right, stocked. My job is not done yet though, right?
That's right.
We still got more to do. What now?
We've got to go to the corn maze.
Corn maze. All right, here we are in the corn maze, but we're not here just to do the maze. We're here, and well, we're not playing in the maze either. We're actually doing some work. Jim, what are we doing here?
We basically cut corn stalks down and bundle them up for sale and to decorate. So ours are getting pretty old right now because we've already been open for about 6 weeks. So we want to refresh them a little bit. So we need to cut a few more down.
And brother, we got a lot of stalks. So what do we do?
All right, basically, make sure you don't hit your toes. That's the main thing.
Rule 1.
And you kind of bend it over. You just cut.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll stack them, and then we'll tie them up later. So,
one cut. Look at that. Look at that, baby.
I'll give you the sharper one.
Oh, okay. So now, how many of these do you do at one time?
We did have a load for 100 bundles, which is 10 a bundle.
10 a bundle.
We cut 1,000 corn stalks down.
Get your arms ready. Here we go. All right, we've cut them down. Now, what do we need to do?
All right, now we need to go ahead and tie them up.
Okay.
And we've got probably about 10 in here, maybe 11, and that usually makes a bundle. So basically all you have to do is you take little pieces of twine and we just basically tie in 3 places. And what I usually do is I do 1 loop, 2 loops, and then 3 loops, and it usually stays pretty tight.
Okay. Easiest job yet.
Yeah.
At Steed's Dairy.
And you just tie that and you're done. So you want to try it on the center?
Well, let's see.
We usually put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 at the top.
Okay.
That's tying the knot.
All right. Trying to tie a shoe.
There's your bundle. Now you have to carry it out.
Now we carry it out. All right. Hopefully, if you've been to Steed's Dairy Farm, you know how much of a chore it is now to keep this operation running. We are now here in the middle of the corn maze. Jim, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
For working my butt here for Cliff to do my job.
Well, thanks for coming out.
You got quite the job, man. Come on out and check it out, steedsdairy.com.
So cool.
Very, very cool.